Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Natalie and this is Eve's Rising Tarot. I am going to be doing a general collective love reading for the person on your mind. The one you're here for, the one you're wondering about, the one that between the two of you there is a lack of clarity or confusion in any way, shape, or form. And hopefully this provides you with some direction, some clarity, and a path forward for your highest good. And let's get into it. I want to see where your person's at, just overall energy. Keep in mind this is general. It is a timeless reading, so whenever it finds you, if it feels like it's in alignment and resonant with your experience, then it's for you. On the other hand, if it doesn't feel in alignment or connected to your experience, please let it go. Please use your intuition in determining what's meant for you, and leave what is not, for whomever that is for. Okay. I am not sure I can meet your expectations. The pressure is too much for me. It feels as though this person in some area puts you up on a pedestal. Maybe it's a remembrance of a way they felt when they were little, or with a parental figure, or another romantic partner. There is interest here, and there is a desire to move towards you, but there is a fear that they won't be enough. There is a lack mentality in themselves when it comes to you. Spirit, tell me more about this, please. What more can you tell me? Decisions, contemplation. Between two people or two paths, to stay or to go. To stay in this fear mentality, to stay in this lack, this doubt of themselves mentality. They do feel the pressure in not being able to be what you need them to be. And this could be a construct and a story of their own mind, something that they projected on themselves. But they're torn between staying away from you and coming towards you. Going down that long road, that unknown path, that path that makes them feel a little scared. I think they're in a mentality of going towards that fear and understanding that on the other side of it may be what they truly want out of life. So, overall energy, let's leave that there. Now, what is your overall energy towards one another? We'll get a little bit more insight in them and see where you stand towards this person. What is your overall energy towards them? And their overall energy towards you. Okay. For you, the Magician. You're finding balance and temperance within your body, within your mind, within your soul, in how you look at this connection. You are very balanced. You're aware of your ability to manifest this person, and it looks as though, in the healthiest way possible, you are trying to keep yourself in a balanced headspace and to not get lost in stories of what their lack of presence or action towards you is meaning. You're trying to stay in your power, to keep your center. And in doing so, let your natural magnetism pull them in from your balance and your healthy mindset and your happiness and contentment with yourself. Okay. Queen of Swords. And you see this hand? It feels very much like this person is very untrusting. And with this, I'm not sure I can meet your expectations. It feels like this wall that they put up between you and them is one that is built from a foundation of fear. Possibly abandonment or rejection wound that has not been addressed or recognized or healed, or healed. They are putting off a very cold demeanor, and that is the wall. The wall is there to protect their heart, their feelings of inadequacy. So if you staying in your power, your finding your center, is the best and most mature and healthiest thing you could do right now with this cold, lacking heart energy that they're kind of operating from towards you. But know that under that crunchy shell, there is something deeper happening with this person. With that in mind, and I also see a very so similar mirror image. Take a look at this. You're trying to keep your gaze from them and coming at this from a more spiritual place. Right? So mirror images, them blocking their heart, them creating a wall because of fear, and you kind of not turning your back. You're there in your side eye, right? Your peripheral, but you are focusing on you and a way in which you can manifest this in a healthy way. A healthy, natural, magnetic way. What's the strongest connecting energy between the two of you? Strongest connecting energy, Spirit, between the collective and the person. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Well, that has come out actually a couple of times. What am I feeling here? The red flags of this person distancing themselves from you, putting up that wall, that barrier. It feels like what you are perceiving as a red flag of maybe a lack of interest in you is actually not a red flag. So you're seeing a red flag where it doesn't exist, but what's happening with this person is they are actually protecting themselves because of the gravity and the intensity of what they feel for you. This is a call of an energy to look deeper. Both of you are looking. Perhaps this person feels like you're manifesting them. Perhaps they know, or you are somebody who is who knows more about the occult sciences and manifestation and the power that our minds have. And this person feels like, possibly with old beliefs of superstition, that you are doing something that takes away their free will, so they're blocking you. You are mirroring each other identically, but that is manifesting in you in different ways. Pay attention to the red flags that your distrust, or that your fear, or that possibly your own wounding is saying exist, that actually are masquerading as red flags that are not. Whatever that means for each of you, you'll have to contemplate about how that can play into your scenarios. Okay, and let's see here. What are each of you keeping from the other? What important aspect are you keeping from them presently, and they are keeping from you? Something that matters, something that's relevant, and that each of you and this connection would benefit from being spoken aloud and communicating. What are you keeping from them, and what are they keeping from you? I know you are my soulmate, babe. Our bond is magnetic. I'm seeing all the signs. There's a knowingness, a deep connection to this person that you feel that you can't quite put your hand on, but you feel it is otherworldly, that it is meant to be there, that it has purpose. Perhaps you're seeing a lot of repeating numbers. Signs of any sort of nature, in music, in nature with animals. And for your person. My finances are a mess. I've made bad decisions. I'm in the process of turning things around. And this could actually play into this. Perhaps this person was raised in a way that puts a really strong emphasis on money and the importance of money, and maybe there's a sense of unworthiness because they are not where they would like to be or where they feel they should be in regards to their finances. So finances are playing a role in this situation to some extent. They are working on their finances, trying to dig themselves up, possibly out of a financial hole that they got themselves into some way. Okay. What is the strongest crossing energy between you? Strongest crossing energy. I'm going to grab one from this deck and one from another. What is the strongest crossing energy? So first we have messenger. And I had just mentioned animal signs, right? Almonds. Tap into, and it feels like this is saying that both of you are using your intellect and your logic and your reason to approach this emotional connection. Perhaps you eat one or both of you are an air sign in your moon placement, and you process emotions from a very logical standpoint. Oh, I get one more. Tell me more about this messenger, Spirit. Please tell me more about this messenger. For the strongest crossing energy. Why the messenger? Why the messenger? Release. A call to release. Number 27 or 9 could be relevant for you. An age. These images are very similar as well. It looks like both of you are holding back from communicating, from speaking to one another, and from releasing the chains that hold you from moving towards one another in some way. What is it that's holding you back? Release it. Is it fear? Is it a story you're possibly telling yourself as a result of this person keeping their distance from you? Raise your elevation in trying to understand this. Rise to a higher perspective. Release whatever holds you back and let transformation happen. And if you are called to connect with and communicate with this person, or there is something or many things that you would like to say to this person, but you are unclear on how they feel about you, so you keep it to yourself, release that. Let transformation happen. Connect with what your intuition is guiding you to do. I wanna actually read about this messenger. Let's see where this one is. Is it this one? I can't remember. it must be this one. I have two from the same artist. Okay, here it is. Keywords are corvid, enlighten, and truth. Corvids, such as ravens, crows, and magpies, are truth tellers that bring messages from inaccessible areas of the subconscious. In dreams, they may bring objects with them to convey their message, small trinkets which carry much greater meaning. Wise and cunning messengers can deliver ideas and answers across rivers of thought that might otherwise be impassable. Though at first their message may be clouded or seem clouded, it's key to remember that the journey of discovering life's meaning is often as important, if not more so, than the meanings themselves. Look carefully and find what you seek. So, a messenger, a call for transformation and truth, a call for connecting with your intuition and bringing that truth from an inaccessible area that otherwise in your regular beta state of consciousness would not be accessible. As always, maybe this is a call to meditate with the specific intention of understanding how this blockage is affecting you and your person, and what part of that blockage is within your control to bring change to. The truth shall set you free. Messengers of truth. Highly intellectual creatures. Okay. And let's see. Something just came to me that I wanted to ask. What is this person, what is the choice in front of them that they are having a hard time deciding? What choice or decision lies before them in regards to you? What choice or decision lies before your person in regards to you? What choice or decision lies before your person, sir? Reflecting and overthinking. They are taking what's happened between you and they are thinking about it and taking it to an unhealthy place. Overthinking. They're in a teeter-totter kind of state between reflecting and then overthinking and creating stories and details that don't quite exist in your experience with them. And I had mentioned that maybe this person has an air placement in their moon, in their astrology chart. A tendency to try and think their feelings, to intellectualize and understand logically the emotion and the feeling. And this could leave them in a place where they're not making much progress when they try to understand what's happening between the two of you. So overthinking is kind of heavily happening here on their end. It feels as though they're kind of waking up to this. There is that decision, right? Between two people or two paths. Reflection or overthinking, number 4, could also be relevant. What does Spirit want you to be aware of right now? In this situation, what does Spirit want you to bring your attention to at this time? Harbor of refuge, sanctuary, safety, and arrival. Sail into the harbor of refuge, where sheltered waters cradle your vessel in embracing safety. What this kind of makes me feel like, or what's coming to me, is in meditative practices, a lot of times you'll be taught to create a space in the astral, a space that you design yourself, that may be surrounded by things you love, in a setting that is beautiful to you. It can be fantasy, it can be reality, but you create every detail, and you have that be your space that you take yourself to in meditative practices. And this feels like this would be beneficial for you at this time. Two, if you don't already have it, to create that space in the astral that you can go to, that is your refuge, that is your sanctuary in the astral, to meditate and understand and connect with your higher guidance, to get the guidance you need to move forward and to navigate this this lack of movement and these first steps forward from that lack of movement for your highest good. It's actually kind of a fun process if you sit down about it and take yourself back to a really beautiful experience you had, or somewhere beautiful that you've been, and go and create that. For example, I have a place where I go that's, I love nature, so it's surrounded in all the types of beautiful greenery and trees and wind and mountains, right? And I will always see myself barefoot, and before me lies a path that leads to my space, which I won't describe, but in that path, have you ever played with that sand that when you play with, it kind of sticks to itself? It's like I don't know what it's called. It's this really cool sand, and when you touch it, it's soft and fluffy and pillowy, but it's all connected and you can reset it. And I envision, as I'm walking on this path, that each step I take, I'm stepping on that awesome sand. And it's a cool feeling. And then I'll get to my place, and it's perfectly safe. There is no threat of anything around, even though there can be wild animals and stuff in the mountains. I know that in my sanctuary, none of that exists, right? Just birds and maybe deer or bunnies or whatever. And a call to create this harbor of refuge for yourself, and have that be your safe place and your heavenly place where you connect with your higher self and your guidance. In doing so, you will understand how to get through this. It's not a matter of if, you will. What is the question at hand is, will you do this? Will you connect with your higher self and seek this guidance and follow it once you get it? Okay, let's put these away. And I want to do these ones. Let's get a closing message. Actionable guidance from Spirit. What your higher self wants you to hear at this time to help you through whatever it is that you are faced with in this connection. To help bring clarity, to help bring direction, to help illuminate, to help bring understanding, to help bring trust and truth, and releasing any sort of grip of control that you may be holding. What does Spirit want to tell you? Make today your new beginning. Try to leave any past mistakes in the past. Don't allow them to weigh you down any longer. Move forward today with the confidence and knowing that you have better and brighter days ahead. So if there is something that you are holding over your head, that you regret, that you feel embarrassed about, that maybe you acted upon from a place of heightened emotion that was not true to your character, let it go. Have some compassion for yourself. We're all here making mistakes all the time. But they're not really mistakes. They are choices that we make, and they are choices that bring... Oh, I have an alarm.